evening, students. In our last class, we were studying about motivation. The first theory of motivation was Maslow's need theory, right? So, in Maslow's theory, we saw that Maslow, what did he say? He told that certain needs, when fulfilled, it provides motivation to the people, right? And he gave a pyramid-like structure in which at the base level we had the what kind of needs? Ekdom ground level at ki asle? The basic needs of psychological needs, right? Which needs to be fulfilled in order to provide motivation to the people. And Maslow, he assumed that one kind of needs, when it is about to be attained, one can shift his attention towards the higher order needs, right? Maslow eta pyramid-like structure disile, hoy ne? Monot ase ne? Jot prothomote amar ahisle psychology ki asle? Prothomote psychological needs. Then came the safety needs, right? Jetia psychological needs kini fulfill hobole hoy, tetia ejon manhue nijor attention to safety needs ole draw kore, hoy ne? Then we had the, what was the third category of the needs? Social needs. What are the social needs? Social needs boli kole ami ki buzu? What the social needs are the needs of having a sense of belongingness. Belege amak bhal puato bisaru. We need the attention of others. We need friendship. We need others to share our feelings. Those are the social needs, because we cannot, man cannot live alone, right? So we have our social needs. We need social gatherings. We need social acceptance from others, right? Those are the social needs. After, when a person is able to fulfill his social needs, then he will think of the next higher order needs, which are the esteem needs. Esteem needs was the fourth level of needs from the bottom or fourth level needs asile. Esteem needs boli kole ami ki buzu? We understand the needs of your recognition from a company. When a manager praises his employee for some kind of good work that he has done for fulfillment of some targets, then the person's esteem needs are fulfilled. He gets some respect in the company. Everyone wants respect. Everyone longs for status. Sobe status bisare. Sobe bisare je ane teok respect kore, hoy ne? So those are the needs of self-esteem ba esteem needs, right? Jitia ejon manuhor esteem needs kini fulfill hoi jai, then he will think of the higher most needs or the needs of self-actualization. Self-actualization needs are those needs which helps a person realize his own potential. Nijor full capacity ba capability jiman ase, hekhini pura utilize kori pale, nijor jitu bisare, nije jitu actually monere bhabe, hetu jodi teo hobo bisare ba koribo bisare, then we can say that a person's self-actualization needs are fulfilled. Kotha khini buzi paisa ne? First comes the basic needs of shelter, food, water, clothes, right? Then comes the safety needs. Safety from what? Safety from what? Safety from harm, safety and security from job. A person needs security about his health, about his family, social security bisare. That is the second order needs. Then third order needs are the needs of our social needs, the needs of belongingness to the society. We need friends, family, right, to share our feelings. Those are the social needs. Then comes the esteem needs. Esteem needs are the needs of having or earning respect for oneself, having some achievements to one's own credit. Those are the esteem needs. And the last needs are the self-actualization needs, in which a person is able to fulfill all the wishes or all his aspirations. Jitu monere jitu bhabise ba bisarise, hetu jodi hoi jay. Horupa ejon manhue kiba eta koribo bisarisile, a person, he is a good engineer, right? But he has a desire to climb the Mount Everest. Jetia job kori ase, tetia kiba karonot nuarile. But once he attains a certain age of retirement, or once he is done with his other materialistic jobs or whatever he was doing, then he will shift his attention towards fulfilling his own dream. That is the need of realizing one's self-actualization. Bujisa, nije jitu monere bhabe, hetu jodi koribo pare, ba hei skill khini jodi utilize koribo pare, that is the self-actualization need. This is the theory which is given by Maslow. Buji pala? Next we come to Herzberg's model, or Herzberg's motivation theory, which is also known by the name of two-factor theory. One more motivational theorist, Herzberg was another. Come. I have already done with the revision of Maslow. So Maslow revision to ঘৰত এবাৰ পঢ়ি লবা, right? And I think today is your first class. আজি প্ৰথম আহিছা চাগে ন? আগতে আহিছা? Okay. So next we come to Herzberg's two-factor theory. Herzberg's theory ki koa hoise je there was a motivational theorist named Frederick Herzberg. And Frederick Herzberg, in order to study motivation, manuhok ki bostue motivate kore, hetu study koribo karone teo eta nijor research korisle. He interviewed or asked questions from about 200 engineers and accountants. Eta horu sample size eta loi pale teo question korisle manuhok je what are the elements in the job that provided motivation to people. Jobor kun gita factors by elements se manu ejonok motivate kore kam tu bhalke koribo ba to achieve the targets. He did an interview lole luar pisot he found out that the elements of the job which actually provided motivation to the people is not intrinsically related to the job, but it is the environmental factors. Moi ki koisu ako huna. Frederick Herzberg was a motivational theorist. He conducted an experiment or research to study about motivation. Motivation manuhok ki bostue motivate kore job to bhalke perform koribo karone tar karone eta study conduct korile through a small sample size of 200 engineers and accountants. And after conducting the study and analyzing the statistics or the data, he found out that the elements of the job which motivated the people are not actually related to the job, but it is something which is related to the environmental factors. Bujisa moi kotha to ki koisu je jobor logot jikhini bostue manuhok actually satisfy kore, that is not directly ekdom jobor logot directly related elements kini nohoy, but it is some external factors or environmental factors. Okay. He then found out the factors which actually provided satisfaction to the employees or which did not provide satisfaction to the employees. And he segregated it into two categories. Hey factors book jikhini teo study korisle, he segregated them into two categories. One category of the factors he called as the hygiene factors or the maintenance factors, aru itu category ki koa hoise je motivating factors. And it was seen that the maintenance factors ba hygiene factors kini, these are something which are not directly related to the job, like company policy, supervision, salary, job security, ba working condition status. These factors are called as hygiene factors or dissatisfiers. Ekhini factors of dissatisfiers buli koa hoy because these factors will not directly provide satisfaction to the people. Directly satisfy nokore manhuok. Kintu hihotor absence to e kintu dissatisfy koribo. You are getting my point? Nai buja? Jikhini factors extrinsic to the job, directly job or logot related nohoy boli koise, those factors are necessary to the job, but these factors will not provide satisfaction. Satisfaction nidiye, kintu nethakile dissatisfy koribo. Bujisa? Thakile kintu satisfy nokore, kintu nethakile dissatisfy koribo. Company policy nohole manhuor problem hobo. Job security nathakile manhuor problem hobo. Kintu ase karne manhue besi bhalke kamtu korise jano. Okol company policy to jano manhuok besi bhalke kam koribole satisfy korise nai kora noy. So etu kotha koa hoise. So the maintenance factors are called as dissatisfiers. Jikhini koa hoise je company policy ba administration, technical supervision, interpersonal relationship with peers or interpersonal relationship with supervisors, salary, job security and working condition status. Ekhini maintenance factors kini dissatisfier boli koa hoise ba hygiene factors. These are called as hygiene factors or dissatisfiers because they do not provide satisfaction to the people, but their absence will cause dissatisfaction to people. Eta company jodi company eko policy na thake manhuor jodi nijor majot relations bur bhal no hoy, then will it be a like good working environment? No. Hoy ne dissatisfy koribo kintu thaka karone je besi bhalke kam korise hetu to no hoy, he kotha to e koa hoise yat. Buji paisa? You got my point? The next category of factors is known as the motivating factors, which are or which will provide satisfaction to the people, but their absence will not cause any dissatisfaction. Ekhini jikhini motivating factors boli koa hoise, which are related to the job, which are directly having some interplay with the job role, like achievement, recognition, advancement, opportunity for growth, responsibility or the work itself. These factors are called motivating factors because it will help the employees in pushing them to do the job better. Ekhini factors e manhuok job khini bhalke koribole karone help kore, because when you perform well or you are respected for your job or you are given some credit for your performance, tumar performance to karone sobe tumak appreciate korise, that is an achievement for you, right? So that achievement will help you in fulfilling some higher goals. Aji jodi tumi eta performance target eta fulfill korisa and everyone is appreciating you, everybody is respecting you for your performance or for the fulfillment of the targets, then it will obviously motivate you to perform better. So these factors are called as the motivating factors, which will provide satisfaction to the people, but their absence will not cause dissatisfaction. Kan sob manu eta achieve koribo nware eta jobot. Only there will be some performers or good people who will perform well in the job, but does everyone perform well in the job? No. So he karne koa hoise je this, if we lower the motivating factors, it will not cause any dissatisfaction. Ei kotha khini tumalokor kitabot dhuniya ke bujai likha ase, but you need to understand the things, right? So ekhini buji paisa? These factors are called the satisfiers or satisfaction factors or motivating factors, but they will not, but lowering these factors will not cause any dissatisfaction. Okay? So this was the theory given by Herzberg. Herzberg etu theory disile, right? But this theory was also criticized for some reasons, because there is no clear-cut definition of or clear-cut distinction between both the categories. Karbar karne achievement to motivation hobo pare, but karbar karne nohobo pare. because people are different. Everyone has different perception about the factors. So, a theory tuko criticize kora hoise. Okay. And it was also criticized for another main reason, that is the sample size. Sample size was just 200. At a 200 sample size is a very small sample size, right? Quantitative theories, jodi poha bhalke, know how to do the sampling. So 200 out of a whole lot of people is a very small sample size. So okol 200 manuhok ami study korato, that is not representative, hoy na, of the whole population. Gute population tor bhitorot okol 200 manu lole, it is a very small sample size which is not representative, right? So let us next come to the next theory. Etu buji pala, Herzberg's hygiene theory, which was given by Friedrich Herzberg. Next we will come to theory X and theory Y, which is the third theory. Douglas McGregor, who lived from 1906 to 1964, he gave the theory of theory X and theory Y. Duta theory dise e manujone, he said that he actually categorized the people in a job into two categories. First group of people he put in theory X, and this theory X people are, he gives certain characteristics or qualities of people in under theory X. Teo koise je theory X or bhitorot jikhini manuhok rakha hoise, those people do not like to work. Kam kori bhal nepai. They have no motivation to do the work. Hiatok jodi kiba eta kam koribole dia hoy, they will try to avoid the responsibility. They will not try to accept any change. Mane kam kori beya poa manuhburok theory X or bhitorot rakha hoise. Hiati mane kam kori beya pai. Hiati kam kori beya pai, hiati responsibility noloy, kam tu jodhe modhe koribo. Then kiba jodi notun change eta anibo bisare organization tut, he will not be ready to accept the change. So these are the people who are under theory X. Theory Y is the other category of people who are directly opposite to the first category. First category to directly pura opposite. Theory Y jikhini manu, they are very sincere with their job. They think that work and eta statement eta ase tumalkor yate kitabot, physical and mental effort is as natural as play and rest. Theory X and theory Y people are very much, they are responsible people, they are self-motivated. They like to assume responsibility. Jikono task jodi teolokok dia hoy, they will perform very well. They like responsibility, they like to adapt to new changes, new environment. They are very much like risk-taking people who are performance oriented or who like to perform their task within the set limits, right? So buji pala theory X or theory Y duta dhoroner manuhok categorize kora hoise. Let us just look at the qualities. Okay, Professor Douglas McGregor has developed a theory of motivation on the basis of hypothesis related to human behavior. He studied the human behavior and then he categorized the people. According to McGregor, the function of motivating people involves certain assumptions about human nature. There are two alternative set of assumptions which McGregor has described as theory X and theory Y. Jikhini moi kolu, theory X or people are natural, indolent and will avoid work. Parile mane kam chor, kam avoid koribo. This person lacks ambition, dislikes responsibility and prefers to be led. Kunbai teok theli thakatu bisare mane. He will at all time he will need someone behind his back or he will need a supervisor who will guide him. An average human being is inherently self-centered and indifferent to organizational goals. Here McGregor has assumed that in generally people are self-centered or people are just thinking about themselves. They are not much into fulfilling the organizational targets. Most people are by nature resistant to change and want security above all. They do a job just to have the security. Poisatu ahi thakibo mahe mahe. Just because of that, they are doing the job. The average individual is gullible, not very bright, the ready victim of the schemer. That means someone who likes to this person is not very bright, he is not like very much intelligent or doing the mental activities, and he is someone who can be easily be the target of someone who makes plans according to his own will, right? Etu kothai koa hoise yat. So McGregor has said that theory X or manukhini je enuka susti kam chor kam nokora manu. So these kind of people are there in job, and certain measures should be taken to correct their behavior, right? Henuka manuhor behavior to correct koribole kisuman measures lobo loga hoy, like ki koribo lagibo? Henuka manuhorok to thik rastat anibo lagibo, because the company or the organization is not simply paying them, right? Eni to kam koribo karone he poisa dise, kam nokorar karone to any cost kele uthabo organization to. So some kind of measures needs to be taken so that these people can be brought on track, right? Hiatok ki koribo lagibo? Fire korile to it will be costly for the company. Hiatok control koribo lagibo, hiator behavior to kenake control koriba? Monetary benefits komai diba. We have to use some control techniques, right? And we have to use the measures of reward and punishment. Bhal kam korile hiatok reward dibo lagibo, so that they gets at least some kind of motivation. Ar beya jodi kore, performance jodi beya hoy, they need to be punished. Hoy ne? Leave komai dibo lagibo, their incentives should be decreased, some kind of measures should be taken, right? And yet eta kotha koa hoise tumalok, these people should be dealt by the approach of carrot and stick approach boli koa hoy. 250 page number 250 saba ekdom uporot dia ase, first paragraph last line. This theory implies use of carrot and stick approach. Carrot and stick approach mane bhal kam korile মানে carrot and stick বুলি কলে কি বুজাইছে যে ভাল কাম কৰিলে তুমি carrot টো খাবলে দিলা আৰু বেয়া কাম কৰিলে তাৰ যেটো ওপৰ ডান্ডাখিনি ঘাখিনি নিচিনা থাকে যে that green portion হেখিনি খাব দিলা হেটোৱে বুজাইছে যে যদি ভাল কাম কৰিলে you reward them, and if the employees are not performing well or are very lazy kind, then you have to punish them, or you will not give them any kind of rewards or benefits. Hetwe koa hoise je carrot and stick approach we will be using. Aru theory Y khetrot ki hoy, because people are very much they are self motivated or self directed, so here the control needs to be less. Here the top level managers can decentralize the work to for theory X, the method of governing the employees will be centralization. Hiatok nijor gripor majot rakhibo lagibo, but here the approach used will be decentralization. Here for the theory Y people, the approach should be decentralization. The people can be given some task, they can be delegated to do any activity on their own, and they should be given some amount of authority and responsibility. authority দিব লাগিব, then only they can work according to their own potential, right? বুজি পাইছা এখিনি বস্তু? So without yet কোৱা হৈছে theory X ত এবাৰ চাই লোৱা, third point to চাই লোৱা, without active intervention by management, people will be passive, even resistant to organization needs. They must therefore be persuaded, rewarded, punished and controlled. Okay? Just go through the differences between both the category. এবাৰ পঢ়িছোৱা বোৰ্ডৰ পৰা। বুজি পাইছা? But there are more theories which I have not written in the slides. তিনটা theory হে পঢ়িলো আমি, হয় না? তিনটা theory পঢ়িলো, হয় না? After that fourth theory কি আছে কিতাবত চোৱাচোন? Elderfors ERG theory, হয় না? What does ERG stand for? ERG stands for existence, growth, relatedness and growth theory. প্ৰথম তিনটা বেছি ইম্পৰ্টেণ্ট হয়। Okay, Maslow's theory, তাৰপিছত Frederick's hierarchy theory বা two factor theory, আৰু third to Douglasৰ theory X and theory Y, right? আৰু fourth to so fourth, fifth, sixth and seventh, maybe seven লকে আছে না? This theory are less important, but সৰু theory হয়, this is easy to remember. Elderfors ERG theory is somewhat related to Maslow's theory. Maslow jitu theory disle tar logot olopman related hoy. Here we see eto Maslow's need hierarchy theory hoy, hoy na? Yar jigita tolor jigita needs ase, which are the psychological needs and safety needs. Those are called as existence need according to Elderfors. Elderfors has categorized the needs of people into only 3 categories. Maslow pasta bhagot categorize korisle, but Elderfors has categorized these needs into 3 categories only, which are existence needs. Existence needs are the needs of psychological needs and safety and security needs. Lower duta jitu ase he needs kitake existence needs buli koa hoise, because they are required for the existence of people, hoy na? Manue safety nohage keneke jiai thakibo, ba psychological needs jikhini khana lagibo ba food lagibo, food, water, shelter, ekhini nohale to manu thakibo nwaribo. So these are called as the existence needs. So he has clubbed both the categories into one category. Next jikita higher order asile social needs and esteem needs, those are called as the relatedness needs. Dutak ako club kori dile. Aru swa relatedness needs or esteem needs or olopman he humaise, gutekhini humua nai, only some portion is categorized under your relatedness needs. Aru growth needs ot ahibo amar self actualization needs and also esteem needs, because esteem needs are also required for helping a person grow in his personal as well as professional life. হয় নে? মানুহ এজনক গ্ৰো কৰিবৰ কাৰণে এচিভমেণ্ট এটা যেতিয়া এচিভ কৰে, এটা পাৰফৰ্মেঞ্চ ভাল পাৰফৰ্ম কৰে, মানুহে ৰেচপেক্ট কৰে, ছ'চাইটিত যেতিয়া তেওঁৰ ষ্টেটাছ বাঢ়ে, ইট হেল্পছ ইন দ্য পাৰ্চনেল গ্ৰ'থ অফ এ পাৰ্চন, ৰাইট? এজ ৱেল এজ প্ৰফেশ্যনেল গ্ৰ'থ অলছ' ইট হেল্পছ। সেইকাৰণে এইখিনি গ্ৰ'থ নিডছ বুলি কোৱা হৈছে। বুজি পালা? এইখিনি এইটো একদম শ্বৰ্ট। The next theory is the achievement motivational model by McClelland. ইয়াত কি কোৱা হৈছে চোৱা, ইয়াতো নিডছৰ ওপৰতে কেটেগৰাইজ কৰা হৈছে, but the needs are named differently. According to McClelland, David C. McClelland, the needs are categorized into 3 categories which are needed to motivate a person, which are known by the name of need for achievement, need for power, and need for affiliation. So what are the needs for achievement? Needs for achievement. এজন মানুহে achieve কৰিবৰ কাৰণে কেনেকুৱা needs থাকে? He will, in a job, he will try to perform better. Targets bur belegotke anotke hunkale fulfill koribole sabo, right? He will be risk taking. So this kind of qualities will be there in a person who will try to fulfill the needs of achievement. Hoy ne? So needs of achievement amar jodi agor model tut sao, Elderfors ERG model tut sao, titia amar need for achievement will come in this point. A self actualization needs or aru esteem needs or mazot ahibo, right? এই জায়গাডোখৰত আহিব, যিটো esteem needs আছে আৰু self actualization needs আছে তাৰ মাজত আহিব আমাৰ, okay? So these people who want to have a need for achievement, they will be very much responsible people. They will be able, or they will be willing to take difficult goals, tan objectives bur teolke fulfill koribo karone quickly they will be willing to take the responsibility actually, and they have a desire for getting the feedback from others. Belegor feedback to teo bisaribo so that he can constantly improve his performance. Kisuman manhue kiba eta gan perform korar pisot sabason belegok pra khodai feedback to bisare, whether it is positive or negative, so that in his next performance he can rectify the mistakes. Hoy ne? Ami manuk kiba eta kam korar pisot ba khana eta banai porsa kenuka lagile khai boli je hudu. Why? Because we need the feedback, so that jodi koy apunar aji nimok to okoman besi gol apnar mosola to olop kesa thaki gol. Why? So that if we perform if we make the same dish again in the future, next time we will correct it. So similar is the case in the people, in case of people who are craving for need for achievement, right? Next category of needs are the need for power. Need for power, kune power bisare? Who are the people who are in need of power? Henuka manubore keneko behavior to keneko hobo pare? Jibur manue powerful hobo bisare society, teolokor behavior to keneko thake? Or leader type behavior, all of dominating type, hoy ne? Belegok control koribole sai. These people who want to be powerful in the society, they will try to control the behavior of others. They will try to influence others. They will want other people to follow or imitate them, right? They will be dominating. Hoy ne? Tenekwa dhornor manubor re power bisare. They will try to control the external factors, and they will be outspoken. They will not care whether their words will hurt others or mane nijok teoloke pura ki kore, powerful dekhabole pura jotno kore, hoy ne? Any example? Political leaders, like leaders of the opposition, hoy ne? Next, the third category of needs are the need for affiliation. Affiliation mane? What is the meaning of affiliation? Needs for affiliation are the needs for social acceptance or having the approval of others. The people who have a need for affiliation, they will try to fulfill the wishes of others. They will value friendship. Hiati manuhor company to bhal pai. So these are the people who have a need for affiliation. Tamne belegor feelings and emotions burak khub care kore. So these are the people who will fall under this category. Hoy ne? Eta need hoy no? Because people, I have already said, people cannot live alone. Okole ejon manhe ketyao eta ghorot 5 বছৰ মান eta ghorot okole thakile ki hobo? He will have mental breakdown. So protito theory saba kiba na kiba demerits ase, hekini tumalke nije porhi loba, okay? Because I will get only one more class. So ekini ase tar pisot decision making or all of portion ase and second chapter to if I get time I will go through it. Etu agency theory or stewardship theory to ase na horu theory ebar okoman 10 minute te tumalke buji paba. Objective type hai hoy. Next, let us come to the next theory, which is the equity theory. Equity bulile ki buza? It comes from the word equal. So another motivational theorist whose name was J. Stacy Adam, he gave the equity theory. In this theory, he said that there should be a balance between a person's input and the output or the results that he is getting. Ejon manhuhe jiman effort dise tar binimoyot he should get some fair amount of returns. Hoy ne? Tumi jodi tumi mane eta dinner 24 hours er bitor you are studying 16 hours a day every day, right? And your percentage is 60% only. Is it fair? Fair hobo? No hobo. Similarly, in a workplace, the skills, the time, the value, the effort that a person is giving should be equivalent to the returns that he is getting or the output that the company is getting from his efforts, right? So, yat ekhini bostu besi bhalke bujabo karone J. Stacy Adam, he has given 3 concepts. The first is the overpaid equity. Overpaid mane basic hai. Inequity. Overpaid inequity. Overpaid inequity is when the output of one person, the ratio of the output of one person to his input is greater than others' output to input ratio. Ejon manhuhe output jiman dise, input jiman dise, tar folot jikhini output hoise, hetu jodi beleg ejon manhuhor tulonat besi hoy, then it is overpaid inequity. Inequity kele koise? Because 2 persons efforts are never the same, outcomes are also not the same. So ekane equity nai koa inequity koise. Etu buji pala? Overpaid mane besi. The ratio of one's effort is more than the other person, okay? The next is underpaid inequity. Underpaid equity is when the ratio of one person's output to input ratio is lower than the other person. Etu hekane underpaid. And equity ketia koa hoy jetia dujon personor input output by input ratio is equal. Tamne efforts e manujoneo jiman effort dipale jiman to outcome paise ijon manu himane input dise aru same output paise. So that is called equity. তলত চোৱাচোন page number 255 there are some examples of input and output. Input কি হ'ব পাৰে? Effort, loyalty, hard work, commitment, knowledge, skills, experience, ability, adaptability, flexibility. এইবোৰ পঢ়ি চাবা হা, because in your objective type questions in exam আহে তাৰমানে দেই, এইখিনি এবাৰ পঢ়ি চাবা। বুজি পালা? Stacy Adams equity theory. The next one, Victor Vroom's expectancy theory, the last one. The last theory of motivation in your book is the Victor Vroom's expectancy theory. And expect kora boli kole, what is your expectation from CMA? Pass hoy jaba. That's a bhal sakori poa expect kora ne, hai ne? So that is your expectation. So you understand what is the meaning of expectation. Victor Vroom's expectancy theory teo koise je motivation can be given by a mathematical formula which is equal to valence into expectancy into instrumentality. Page number 257 at soa uporde dekhiba, motivation is equal to valence into expectancy into instrumentality. Motivation এই তিনটা factors দি measure কৰিব পাৰো বুলি কৈছে. So what is valence? Valence বুলি কলে কি বুজায়? Valence is the significance or the importance that a person associates with the expected outcome. তাৰমানে তুমি কিবা এটা perform কৰিছা, perform কৰাৰ পিছত তাৰ যেটো result আহিব তাত তুমি কিমান importance দিছা, that is known as your valence. আমি সবে exam দিও হয় নে? We all give exams, but কিছুমানে examত 1 mark lose কৰিলে বহুত বেছি দুখ কৰে, একদম কান্দি কাটি একদম অৱস্থাই বেয়া হৈ যায়, কিন্তু এটা মানে 1 mark হে হেৰাইছে কিনো হ'ব তেনেকে কয় ন. So the importance which a person places on a certain factor is different. He bostutuke valence buli koa hoise. Buji paisa? Valence is the significance or the importance that a person places on the outcome. Buji paisa? Mane manhue ami kiman important buli bhabisu. What is our perception? That matters. Motivation is measured by that. Buji paisa? Valence is the significance or the importance that a person places on the outcome. Hoise? Next to ki hoy expectancy. Expectancy to mane ki bujaise je it is the faith or our belief that better efforts will result in better performance. Ami jodi aji bhalke kaam koru, obviously amar result to bhal hobo. That is our belief. And that belief can be useful in calculating motivation. কারণ আমি ভাবিছো না যে আমি যদি ভালকে আজি পঢ়ো আমার রিজাল্ট ভাল হ'ব, আর আমি যে এই মনেৰে যে হেতু কথা ভাবিছো হেতুৱে আমাক মোটিভেট কৰিব, হয় নে? দ্যাট উইল হেল্প আস ইন মোটিভেটিং টু স্টাডি। ঘৰত গৈ পঢ়িবৰ কাৰণে আজি যদি মই আজি পঢ়ি থৈ দিওঁ মোৰ এক্সামৰ কাৰণে ৱৰ্কলোডটো কম হ'ব, সেই যে আমি মনেৰে ভাবিছো দ্যাট ফ্যাক্টৰ ইজ দ্য এক্সপেক্টেন্সি। বুজি পাইছা? এণ্ড the last one is the instrumentality. Instrumentality boli kole ki bujai? It is the faith that if we perform well, obviously an outcome will be there which will be valid. Aji jodi ami bhalke perform koru, obviously the result will be something good and valid. Mane etu ekdom bhal jodi performance diu, obviously result will be good. That is the instrumentality factor. Monat thakibo? So motivation is equal to valence into expectancy into instrumentality. Okay? So let us recall motivation or ki theory asle. First was Maslow's ki need theory. Tapsat Herzberg's two-factor theory বা hygiene theory বুলিও কয় ফ্ৰেডৰিক হাৰ্জবাৰ্গছৰ থিয়ৰিটোক two-factor theory কাৰণ দুটা কেটেগৰাইজ কৰিছিলোঁ যে two-factor বুলিও কোৱা হয় বা কি কয় hygiene theory বুলিও কোৱা হয় third was ডগলাছৰ theory X and theory Y fourth was Elderfer's ERG theory existence relatedness and কি growth theory যেটো আমি কি কৰিছিলোঁ যে আমি যেটো মেছলোজ পিৰামিডটো যেটো আছিলে তাৰে আমি নিডছখিনিক আমি সিম্পলিফাই কৰিছিলোঁ হয়নে আফটাৰ দ্যাট তাৰপিছত কি আছিলে তাৰপিছত আৰু এটা নিড থিয়ৰি আছিলে নহয় achievement motivation model theory by McClelland yet McClellandত কি আছিলে need for achievement power and affiliation achievement বিচাৰে power বিচাৰে achievement আৰু power কোনখিনি লেভেলত আহিব esteem needs আৰু self actualization needs ৰ মাজত আহিব আৰু যিখিনি আমাৰ need for affiliation asle that are the needs for what social acceptance belongingness those are the needs for affiliation tabisot asile amar J Stacy Adams equity theory where Adam has said that there should be a balance between a person's input and the output and the last was Vector Vroom's expectancy theory where he tried to equate motivation with a mathematical formula and it is given by motivation is equal to valence into expectancy into instrumentality where valence is the importance that a person places on the outcome expectancy was the faith or the belief that if we perform better then the results will be good and the third was the instrumentality factor where it is said that if we give our 100% then obviously the result will be a valid one something which will obviously bring positive results right these are the theories of motivation our leadership pahori gola niki what were the theories of leadership or theory asle ki asle ya agot motivation or agot ki pohislo motivational agot ki pohislo leadership pohislo ne ki asile styles of leadership ki asile managerial grid system tapisat continuum of leader behavior aru Likert system of management jot ami how the leaders can be categorized into autocratic and benevolent leaders hekini ami saisilu hoy ne and there was also another term called servant leader ekhini pohiba okay let me just give a brief introduction of that agency aru stewardship theory okay okkoman ke start korim aji chapter 2 না এটো থাকক এটো মই নেক্সট ক্লাছতে ষ্টাৰ্ট কৰিম অকমান হেৰিবোৰ চোৱাচোন ডিসিশন মেকিং টু চোৱা লাষ্ট চেপ্টাৰ ডিসিশন মেকিং টু ওলোৱাচোন So decision word to horur pra huni ahisa hoy ne. So what is the meaning of decision? You have to make a decision regarding your studies or regarding your life. So decision buli kole ki buli bujao? Siddhanto loa tamne ki? You have to make a judgment or you have to choose between some alternatives which will direct you towards your objective, right? That is the meaning of decision. Hoy ne ami eta nijor eta opinion loi pale ami judge koribo lage bostu tu hoy ne, and we have to choose between different alternatives if it is available in front of us. Hoy ne, so decision lobo lage je kun kon college ot pohiba, because we have many alternatives, right? So that is the meaning of decision. In an organization, decision making plays a very important role, and there are different types of decisions. Decisions burok ami categorize koribo paru, like routine decisions. Routine decision boli kole ki boli bujim? Routine decision mane jikhini ami regularly long. So routine decisions are those kind of decisions that are taken on a repetitive manner, and those are according to some formulated guidelines, but according to some procedure or some policy, right? Routine boli kole routinely follow kora jikhini decisions hoy, because there are certain guidelines that will help in taking the routine decisions, and they can be taken by any lower level manager also, routine decisions, because guidelines are already provided to them. And along with routine decisions, there is another category of decisions which are known as strategic decisions. Strategic decision boli kole ami ki bujhu? Strategic, which are of strategic importance, which are very much important for the management or for the company. So strategic decisions are those decisions that are having very much important role in the whole managerial process, right? Those are known as the strategic decisions, and those strategic decisions are taken only by the top level executives. Okol executives bure loa hoy loy by analyzing the whole scenario, the pros and cons of taking the decisions, the sob bostu analyze kori study kori tar pisot tenekwa dhoroner decisions bur lua hoy, right? Look at page number 259 ot ase de ekhini bostu. So routine and strategic decisions buji pala. Next comes the programmed and non-programmed decisions. Programmed decisions buli kole ami buju je these decisions are taken according to some set guidelines or specific procedures. But non-programmed decisions are those kind of decisions that are taken by doing a scientific study or analysis of the problems, right? Jibur instantly ami lobo laga hoy by doing a study, by doing a critical analysis. Those are known as the non-programmed decisions. Program decision mane agor pra tomar set kora thake. Jeneke te washing machine bur, automatic washing machine bur, ami kol switch to tipile hoy jay, because the whole working is programmed in the chip which is there inside the circuitry, right? Circuitor bhitor jitu chip thake tar bhitor tomar decisions kini mane keneke kaam koribo ekini program kora hoise. We just need to click the buttons, right? But non-programmed decisions are the decisions that needs to be taken after doing a careful study and scientific analysis of the situational factors. Buji paisa? Any doubt? Paisa ne bisari? Paisa, page number 259. What sa aisa? 259 or ase types of decisions. Third category of the decisions are the policy and operating decisions. Policy decisions bur ki hoy? Company jibur policy thake. Policy mane ki hoy? What is policy? Policy are actually guidelines, mota guidelines which helps in স্মুথ ফাংচনিং অফ দ্য অৰ্গেনাইজেশ্যন, যেনেকৈ no smoking policy, তোমাৰ leave policy, তাৰপিছত কোনোবা যদি কাবাক ট্ৰেন্সফাৰৰ পলিচি, কেনেকৈ কিমান দিনৰ মূৰত ট্ৰেন্সফাৰ হ'ব, বা ৰিক্ৰুইটমেণ্ট পলিচি, সব ধৰণৰ গাইডলাইনছবোৰ থাকে যে দোজ আৰ নোন এজ দ্য পলিচি. অ'কে, বুজিছা? Policies are also a kind of decisions. Next are the operating decisions. Policy লগত যিটো বেলেগ এটা ধৰণৰ ডিচিশনছ আছে সেইখিনি কোৱা হয় অপাৰেটিং ডিচিশনছ. অপাৰেটিং ডিচিশনছখিনি কোনখিনি হয়? The decisions which are used to fulfill the policy decisions, বা the decisions which are helpful in performing the regular task of the organization. Those are known as the operating decisions, which can be taken by the lower level managers also, and these decisions are necessary for fulfilling the policy decisions. Next, aru eta category of decisions ase which is known as organizational and personal decisions. Organizational decisions are those decisions that a person takes in his official capacity. মানে এটা অৰ্গেনাইজেশ্যনত এজন মানুহৰ এটা ৰেংক থাকে, এটা পজিশ্যন থাকে, এটা ষ্টেটাছ থাকে, হয় ন? সেই যেতিয়া সেই পজিশ্যনটো তেওঁ এজিউম কৰে, এলং উইথ ডেট হি গেটছ চাৰ্টেইন কাইণ্ড অফ পাৱাৰ অৰ অথৰিটি টু টেক চাৰ্টেইন ডিচিশ্যনছ, এণ্ড দ্য ডিচিশ্যন হুইচ হি টেকছ ইন হিজ অৰ্গেনাইজেশ্যনেল কেপাচিটি, ডেট ইজ ন'ন এজ অৰ্গেনাইজেশ্যনেল ডিচিশ্যনছ. মানে এটা অৰ্গেনাইজেশ্যনত তেওঁ সেই ৰেংকটো হোল্ড কৰিছে কাৰণে হি কেন টেক দ'জ ডিচিশ্যনছ. আজি এজন স্কুলৰ প্ৰিন্সিপাল পজিশ্যনটো তেওঁ হোল্ড কৰাৰ কাৰণে হি কেন টেক দ্য ডিচিশ্যনছ ৰিগাৰ্ডিং দ্য what? Regarding the staff meetings, regarding the leave policy, leave of the teachers or something like that. হয় নে? কিন্তু আজি যদি সেই পজিশ্যনটো বেলেগ এজন মানুহক দি দিয়া হয়, then the next person who will be assuming that position will be able to take those kind of decisions, and those kind of decisions are known as organizational decisions. Right? Next is the personal decision. Personal decisions are the decisions which a manager takes on his own, not because he is belonging to that organization. It's a personal decision. It's a nijor decision. Je moi kalir pra chuti lom. That is nothing related to the company. মানে মোৰ কালিৰ পৰা কিবা কাৰণে মোৰ হাতত 4 দিনৰ লিভ বাকি আছে, মই কাইলৈৰ পৰা ছুটি ল'ম, ডেট ইজ মাই অ'ন পাৰ্চনেল ডিচিশ্যন, হয়নে? মই কেনেকৈ 4 দিনৰ লিভটো ইউটিলাইজ কৰোঁ, ডেট ডিপেণ্ডছ অন মি, চ' ডেট ইজ মাই পাৰ্চনেল ডিচিশ্যন, হয়নে? নেক্সট ইজ দ্য ইণ্ডিভিজুৱেল এণ্ড গ্ৰুপ ডিচিশ্যন. ৱেন এ পাৰ্চন টেক্স আ ডিচিশ্যন ইণ্ডিভিজুৱেলি, অকলে লয় এটা অৰ্গেনাইজেশ্যনত, দেন that decision is known as individual decision. But when a person takes any decision in an organization, but when he is belonging to a group, that is known as a group decision, where the opinion of all the members are taken into consideration, and the final decision is made by taking the viewpoint of all the members, that is known as group decision. হয়নে? এইখিনি বুজিলা? So আৰু এটা ক্লাছ ল'ম মই probably on Saturday, and we will come to the end of the syllabus. মই সেই second chapter টো পঢ়াই দিম, আৰু techniques of decision making থাকিব. আৰু decision making process is very easy. অল্টাৰনেটিভ গিটা মানে আমি এনালাইজ কৰিম, প্ৰব্লেমটো আমি আইডেণ্টিফাই কৰিম, এইখিনি ষ্টেপছখিনি আছে, এইটো চাই ল'বা. Okay? And there are certain MCQs at the back of your book. যাৰ এনচাৰ্ছখিনিও দিয়া আছে, মেক্সিমামখিনি এনচাৰখিনি শুদ্ধকৈ আছে, but there might be 1 or 2 questions where answers are not given correctly. Please refer to the chapters of the book in case you have any confusion. এইখিনি কৰিবলৈ চাবা. It will give you an idea about what kind of questions might come in your exam. পিছফালে তোমালোকৰ fill up the blanks, objective type questions আছে কিছুমান, সেইখিনি solve কৰিবা. ঠিক আছে? Thank you.